For me, fire has always been the element that I felt most at ease with, and I can control it. I have a way with fire. You know, in the kitchen, I got the stove going, and I'm looking for some heat, and that's it. You turn it on, and that's it. When you're cooking outside over live fire, you want more heat, you add more wood. Moments later, you have flames licking up at whatever food you're cooking, and it's ultimately controllable. And that's the element that I am so drawn to. Hello, my name is Jeremy Stanton. I'm the chef owner of the Meat Market and Fire Roasted Catering in Great Barrington, Massachusetts, and here we are behind the store on the banks of the mighty Housatonic. I'd always been the fire guy. You know, when you start a fire, especially if you're also feeding people, you know, you draw people into the experience. It's not the same as like a restaurant experience where people are not, they don't see the kitchen, they don't see how the food is being handled or where it's being prepared. The way that we operate, we're about total exposure, total visibility. You can come into our kitchen, you can see what we're doing and experience it firsthand. So we opened the store about 18 months ago, and we started catering about 10 years ago. This concept came about over years and years. I started my first business in the late 90s, and it was a fresh pasta business, and 90% of the products that I used were shipped in, trucked in from somewhere. And I always felt a little bit hypocritical. So when I gave that business up, I really started studying local agriculture and local food. And what I discovered was that the best way to support local farms is to buy whole animals. And I started a catering company based on whole animal roasting and vegetables picked up at the farm in the morning, brought to the site, grilled on a variety of different grills, using a variety of different woods. And I really tied my chef background into cooking for large parties. I'm a chef, I'm a butcher, I'm a charcutier. I love making salami. I love making pâtés. I love making things with my hands that turn beautiful food into beautiful food. And I opened the Meat Market because I had a catering business that was going great, and what I needed was sort of to fill out the rest of my week, you know. So I opened the store that I wanted to shop at. This is a pork shoulder from Flying Pigs Farm. We're going to turn it into finocchiona, which is an Italian-style fennel-flavored, dried, cured salami. This is one of my favorites. I just love the fennel and the way that it sort of rounds out the meatiness of the meat that we're getting from Flying Pigs Farm. Before I opened the Meat Market, the only place you could get local meat was at the farm, and they were cut at the slaughterhouse, which is not an artisanal butcher shop, and they were vacuum sealed and frozen. So you couldn't really inspect the meat. You couldn't really take it out of the package and look at it and say this cut or that cut. It was your selection was predetermined by a butcher at a slaughterhouse that, you know, it's not the same thing. And they're more than adequate. They do a great job doing what they do. What I wanted was the experience of walking up to a counter and saying, can I have that pork chop or can I have that steak? So we have local food, local meats that are fresh, artisanally cut. I can come in and order a special kind of cut, but from local producers. The products that I'm really proud of and excited about are our finocchiona is beautiful. It's got a wonderful aroma of fennel that comes out in this beautiful meat. And I'm really, right now, I'm on the cusp of a Genoa salami that I'm really, really happy about. I love the chicken liver mousse that we do. That's a simple charcuterie, and delicious. And we make excellent pâtés and great tasso hams and smoked hams, and I could go on and on and on. So we at the meat market are so fortunate to have access to the animals that we do. We live in New England, and one thing that we can grow here is meat. The pigs are on pasture, they're in woodlands, they're eating a natural diet, they're rooting, they have their faces in the dirt every day. They're living the life of a pig, which is, to us, what makes a great product. That flavor is the terroir of that meat. It is in there. Not the flavor of dirt, but the flavor of life. They were handled beautifully and with love and respect from the moment they were born until the moment they were killed and on into the moment that they're being eaten. So for us, it is about the chain of life and about the natural order of things. It gives me a lot of pride to be able to see that animal through to an honorable end. It's a beautiful chain. This is a business of love. It's not a business of financial riches, But when I come to work, I fall in love with my business over again every day. So I wouldn't want to go to work anywhere else, and that's sort of the way that I set it up for myself. We came here. We created a food system from the farm to the consumer that didn't exist before, and the amount of support that the farmers are getting from us is substantial. It's a lot. And I ask the universe every day. I wake up and the first thing I do is I say, let me help you help somebody else. That's the first thing. And then I say, I want in my life, I will have this, I will have this, and I will have this. Tell me when it's the right time. And it's been a blessed life. The Berkshires is the best kept secret when it comes to local food, good food, and peace, quiet, relaxation. This is definitely the place to come. I was in the city a couple weeks ago and I went to Salumeria Bellese, and I'm standing there and I'm buying a few sausages and I like, hey, can I have a taste of that? No. And I'm like, man, if in my shop, if someone asks me for a taste of something, I got the knife out, I'm cutting pieces of things. I'll take something that's like, in process and let you taste it if you ask me. I just, I love it here.